Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening, race fans. Welcome in to one of my favorite tracks here in the iRacing universe. 17 turns, 3.27 miler, the one, the only Virginia International Raceway. We got a few different layouts that we are able to run here at VIR. We are at the long full course layout in these LMP2 prototype machines, 4.2 liter V8 engines powering these prototypes, just upwards of 500 horsepower going to those rear wheels. Enough downforce underneath the car to make it feel like, well, you got a vacuum cleaner underneath it gluing you to the track. You're just going to have to watch the bumps, watch those rumble strips, as it can and will upset the car. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Sean Stam. Stam Studio Network going to bring you some IRPAS LMP2 NITE Series Racing, the second race of the season. Couldn't ask for a better weather here tonight for a race. Let's take a look at those qualifying results. Looks like Alexander Kjaller there will put it on the pole. That pro driver, of course, the pro versus AM battle that's on our hands here today. Sam, Michael Zugmats, as well as Samuel Cruz, all four pro drivers, 1 through 4. Travis Farmer, their P5. Brandon Mateo, Sean Roberts, Kylan Bruce, Lee West, Dan Fendick, and Liam Branco rounding out our field here today. Going to have a long pace lap on our hands here, so let's take a look at something a little bit newer within this season. Of course, got the points. Points are going to be what everything boils down to at the end of this IRPAS LMP2 NITE season. Got Samuel Cruz leading us here in the points. Nicholas there, P2. Nicholas Meyer, that is. Lucas Haller, John Jennings, Sam Bentley, Brandon Mateo, Matthew Sherwood, John Hicks, Shane Wells up here on the pros. My goodness gracious. Or this is just overall position, you could call it. Scratch that. Cody Durkin, Dan Fendick banking out 11th, 12th. Kevin, Ari Sitbon, Michael, and Jeremy Littleton 16th, and then bringing up 17th through 31st air up in the points. Kylan Bruce, Tyler Reed, James Francone, Gene Kelly, Biscayne Lawes, Peter McDade, Eduardo Vicino, David Brady, Cameron Ben, Federico, Adam Moen, Lee West, and Ryan rounding out our drivers in the points. So we're going to cut to some on-track action once again as we're going to be rounding out a little slower pace lap. And if you're newer here in the IRPAS series, what we're going to have is a orange flag zone into turn 1. Drivers have been notified by league owner himself, Mr. Dan Fendick. Keep it cordial, keep it clean heading into the first turn 1. Some tracks it's turns 1, 2, and 3, but we're gonna let these drivers get racing here tonight and possibly take some notes and see what happens before our GT3 Pro-Am race here, also broadcasted on Stam Studio Network. It'll be tomorrow evening. Looking at some nice paint schemes here. This is Fendi Racing Alexander Kjaller. That's number 73 LMP2 that will lead us to the green flag. Sam Bentley, his black and red was that LMP2. That's the purple People Eater. Michael Zugmats in that number 911. Samuel Cruz Brandon Mateo, Travis Farmer also back here. Travis is a newer name. The driver that's sponsored by Stam Studio Network, a SSN entry here with us tonight. Kylan Bruce. Sean Roberts is also racing with us here tonight. Be sure you check out his YouTube channel for a little point of view action of his iRacing races. Oh boy, this is going to be a 40 minutes of madhouse racing here at Virginia International Raceway. The elevation change, the elevation hungry racetrack. It's a roller coaster of its own. And if you're just now joining, these LMP2 cars, these prototype machines, they are like vacuums to the racing circuit. But if you disrupt that airflow ever so slightly, start to run over some rumble strips or the bumpier sections of the track here up in Virginia, it could be the very well end of your race. Also, limited fuel here tonight. We should be seeing a fuel stop between our 11 driver field. I appreciate everybody for coming out here racing with us. Also, everybody there in YouTube land. The green flag will be in Alexander's hands just a few hundred meters away. Thank you everybody for joining in Stam Studio Network, and let's get this race started. Here we go. Alexander, Sam Bentley, Samuel Cruz, and Michael Zugmont in those top 4 positions. Green flag is finally out. Racing here from the Virginia Hills, side by side, heading up into the orange flag zone, turn 1. Here we're going to see Alexander take the lead. Slight lockup as we're going to just about pace here into turn 1, side by side, 2, 3, 4 rows back. Going to keep things moving and grooving, heading it down into the S's section here, the Virginia International Raceway. It's going to get a little tight on cooler tire temperatures. Brakes also not up to temp just yet. Here we go, going to be a quick left-hander, switch it back to the right. Dan Fendick going around to the back of the pack. Now is headed back the right way, we'll call it here. Now we'll head through the snake section of the track. Alexander, Sam Bentley, Michael Zugmont, 1, 2, 3. No positions gained or lost there. Brandon Mateo gaining a spot on the start in his 111 machine. Alexander trying to run away from him. Alex was super fast in practice. We saw it there up in the points. Alex has had a pace week in and week out. It's only been 2 weeks here so far, but continuing to see this pace here. A newer driver here, already race 2 of the season, Travis Farmer, Samuel Cruz going side by side, heading into, this is going to be a left-hander, which should switch right back to the right. This is Travis on the preferred line, but kind of gives a point by to Brandon Mateo there, as that's a pro driver. Once again, a pro-am kind of split that we have here today at the IRPAS series. So far, the top 4 positions continuing to retain themselves. Travis, unfortunately, losing his starting spot, P5, there to Brandon in front. Got Kylan Bruce right behind Travis, making some moves as we see a huge puff of tire smoke. Liam also having a little bit of an incident himself. Going to take a look at this one. Look at the elevation change here. It's so hard to get the car slowed and woed down. Off the track Liam goes, and let's take a look, see what happened to Dan Fendick's incident here. Oh, this is such a tricky braking zone. A little bit too much steering input into the car, or just a little bit too much trail brake. Dan hopefully doesn't have the sandals on here in the LMP2. Then, oh, if you know, you know. Oh, unfortunately, this is another live shot at Liam. Liam goes around once again, able to get his AO Racing inspired number 7 headed back the right way. Alexander continuing to lead. Mentioned it earlier, no fluke here. But however, look at this battle between Sam Bentley and Michael Zugmont. This is a battle in the pro category for P2 overall. Or, excuse me, I had that backwards there. The overall battle for P2 as well as P2 in class for the pro category, as Travis Farmer is back there still leading the AM class. Nice run for you, Mr. Travis Farmer. Eric Anderson here in YouTube chat saying locking in to prevent the old Sean and Tater curse. Oh, man. We have seen that one too many times, believe me. Eric, I appreciate you joining in here, man. Alrighty, giving you little sights and sounds of these 500 horsepower machines as I dial in the audio. Sam Bensley, oh man, he's still leading Michael Zugmont, but if we take a look at the lap time history between the two, I mean, don't count out old Michael, that driver, the 911. P3 in the final driver interview spot for the pro class. He was faster lap 2, and taking a look at the lap sectors between the two drivers, we can start to see the bigger picture here. As the lap sector 3 completes, well, now unfortunately, dang it, Michael, I was trying to sell it there, man. Michael, unfortunately, slower to Sam Bentley, but continuing to grow the gap to Samuel Cruz there, and P4 overall as well as in class. Not really we're not seeing what we saw out of Watkins Glen in the LMP2 NITE series race because, well, out there up in New York at Watkins Glen, the gap started to grow pretty quickly as we still have, I mean, this is a really nice battle for P2 overall. And looking back there at Watkins Glen, Samuel Cruz came away with the pro category win. John Jennings came up with P2, Lucas Haller was P3, and Sam Bentley was P4. Taking a look here at the Virginia Hills, the elevation hungry track, the roller coaster, trees everywhere here. The AM results, Meyer there coming away with AM win. I believe that's Nicholas Meyer. Where's the last name? Okay, I don't think he's racing with us here this week, unfortunately. Come on, VIR free track. Brandon Mateo got P2, and then Matthew Sherwood came away with P3 in AM last week at the Glen. Kylan Bruce now has the AM lead. Is what has happened to Travis Farmer. He was leading this AM pack earlier on, and I believe I have the incident of it right here. Ooh, this is late. I don't see another car involved with it. Travis, what is going on there, buddy? Runs off the track. Let's try this one more time. Oh, contact! Travis was trying to make the outside work there into the S's. Not really a section you can get away with too wide, although I have seen it work. And unfortunately, Travis getting turned by, I believe, that was Lee West, who does give the spot right back. Michael Zugmont continuing to fight for his P2 spots. But unfortunately, Sam Bensley has taken it and right now running away with that P2 spots. Also, is that a Star Wars-inspired LMP2? Looks like Imperial up there on the rear wing. Nice run for Sam Bentley, as also could have paint scheme of the race. Yes, Empire, there you go. Red lightsaber on the side. Sam Bentley, good looks here tonight. All right, I'm going to try to keep the, if you know anything about photography, the old rule of thirds. Well, I'm going to change it to the rule of fourths, and we're not even there yet. Almost, though. Close enough for me. I'm going to treat you to the first round of Crank It Ups here on Stam Studio Network. Enjoy the sights and the sounds here at Virginia International Raceway. These prototype machines going to town. Alrighty, go ahead, crank it back down. Sean Stam back here up in the booth, and man, Sean Roberts had just gone under attack. It was back and forth there between Sean Roberts and Travis Farmer, I do believe, and we're going to take a look at, excuse me, there's Sean Roberts going off track. Just running a little bit wide on the exit there for that NASA number 333. Unfortunately loses the spot to Travis Farmer, but that battle is not over yet. As a matter of fact, we'll jump right back on board with it. There's Travis Farmer, that bright blue machine, that Stam Studio Network entry here tonight in the LMP2 series, as well as we'll have a few drivers coming tomorrow and racing with the GT3 IRPAS Pro-Am League. Quite a few SSN cars you will see. Mostly Porsches, should have one Lamborghini in there as well. Be sure to check that out, as yours truly ended up painting those paint schemes. Unfortunately, the paint scheme not ready here for Travis Farmer tonight, but you're going to get away with running the old Alpine. There you go. I saved myself there. Close enough. The driver of the 09, sitting P7. Well, we got to remember, that's the first LMP2 race we had just a week ago. Man, Samuel Cruz, I remember this vividly because I made the analogy to it. Ended up cruising out to victory, I do believe. I got my notes here. Shoot, I might as well just check it. Yeah, okay, I'm right there. John Jennings, once again, getting at P2 in that pro category. John, unfortunately, not able to make the race out here tonight. Has other stuff going on, or just hope you feel better regardless of what the situation is. Lucas Haller, another driver not able to make it out here tonight, and this is big for the points. Because, I mean, although Sam is just sitting P4 right now, he's going to start to build a little bit of a gap. Sam Bentley, who did finish P4 last pro race just about a week ago, sitting P2 right now, and the race. Oh man, Michael Zugmont running way off the track there, trying to keep Samuel Cruz behind him, but the gap's still close between these drivers, and once again, we should have a pit stop for these LMP2 machines here tonight. If you are just now joining in, you know what? Here, I got you. I'm going to, I'll show you the the point standings here. I'll make it a little bit of a visual thing rather than just audible here. So Samuel Cruz leading us in the points. Nicholas Meyer, Lucas Haller, John Jennings, Sam Bentley top 5 in the overall points. Brandon Mateo, Matthew Sherwood, John Hicks, Shane Wells, Cody Durkin. Lots of these drivers unfortunately not able to make it out here tonight. So it'll definitely be, I mean, you best believe, a jostle up in the points. And here flashing up 17th through 31st running in the points. And, man, you see all the different flags here represented. This is basically the Olympics of iRacing. Not as big as the Olympics, but referencing as many countries that we do see here tonight. It's pretty neat, and Dan, I appreciate you kind of bringing on board all of these different drivers from so many different places up in the world, going side by side on track. It's definitely pretty cool. The International Pro-Am Racer Series up there in the top right. Samuel Cruz and Michael Zugmont, our closest battle on track at the moment. Also Sean Roberts, Brandon Mateo, just about the same gap there battling for P7. Real quick, just something that's means just a little bit more to me than racing. Racetostopsuicide.com. It's just check those guys out if you ever have a second. It's just means the world to me if you could. I know that they sponsor Daniel Dye. They're over in the Xfinity Series. Lost one too many people important in my life there to it, and it's no fun to deal with. So they are racing to stop. Well, they're racetostopsuicide.com, but they're doing everything they can, and particularly in the teen age group as well. I know it goes upwards from teens to well, just any age group there. It's definitely prevalent all throughout the world, but I appreciate them letting me be affiliates with them, as dealt with some stuff there, my own. But anyways, back to actual racing here. Michael Zugmott to Samuel Cruz, still at closest battle. And since we last saw it was about 0.6 seconds. It is now cut back down to just over a second now. And there's that old pit entry there, or the alternate pit entry. You used to be able to hang a left there without a slowdown. It wasn't any speed boost, but it would definitely catch your competitor off guard. Remember, lots of fun battles there with me and some buddies. And, I think even Travis, when him and I were kind of getting ready for this race, and go, what the hell? Yep, you'd hang a left right there, and it would just be a quick shot, no pit speed limiter engaged, and then a slingshot right back out of that pit lane. iRacing offering, well, they simulate everything they can, but it's also you can also have a little fun here on the service as well. Travis Farmer doing just that. Unfortunately, spun out of the AM lead early on, but he continues to reel in Kylan Bruce of that AM lead. Speaking of Kylan, here is just now passing the start-finish line, heading into the right-hander, turn 1. Turn looks a lot more tricky than you think it would be. The Purple People Eater, Kylan Bruce, in the lead of AM category. Take you through the field here, brought to you by RaceStopSuicide.com. Got Alexander Kjaller here. Apologies if I am just butchering the last name. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, because it's just going to keep going on and on. Alex, looking like you are cruising to victory tonight. I don't want to say anything else more about it, though, because Eric Anderson, if you are still watching, my boy, we have seen one too many times. I think it's got about a 50% rate at this point. The Sean and Tater curse, it's not if it will strike, it is when it will strike, and it will take race leaders with it. If you don't believe me, just watch those. Okay, come on. Jesus, I did not mean that. Just watch those. A couple of those last SSN broadcasts coming to the white flag laps. It's, or even before that, I'll just be talking good about a driver. It's dangerous to go down the field, but we're going to continue to. Fingers crossed, no SSN curse. But Sam Bentley running P2, also in the pro category. He's having a great run here tonight, and once again, I believe this is the Empire, yes, the Star Wars inspired LMP2 paint scheme. The red lightsaber slashing it down the side pod there. Sam, he's not making any gains, I'll be honest, to our race leader, but he's trying to run away from Michael Zugmott for trying to hold off P2. It's going to be starting to get a little tough because Michael, as he starts to reel in that gap, now just under 1.5 seconds, it's going to have Sam looking in that rear view camera just a little bit more. Believe me, ask me how I know these drivers, so much skill and racecraft. Speaking of which, Samuel Cruz just coming off that win 1 week ago in the LMP2 NITE Series. Sitting P4 right now. It's going to be another great run in the points. As once again, not too many drivers showing up here tonight that showed up about a week ago. I'm doing what I can here. I'm sorry. So it'll definitely help Samuel Cruz. Kylan Bruce continues to lead the AM class. No, Travis, man, I was trying to sell it here, buddy. He's now at a 8.5 second gap over Travis. Man. Travis going to have to fight down this back straightaway. Unfortunately, I don't think there's... Okay, I scratch that. There's definitely enough time for Travis to come away with the AM win here tonight. It's just going to be if Kylan Bruce ends up making a mistake of himself. Brandon Mateo, another pro driver here tonight, I do believe. The 111 machine, a very vibrant colors, black and yellow on that machine. See what I'm doing? I'm keeping you entertained, or doing the best I can. I'm not. Need some Matt Bairden in here. Need some comedy. Anyways, Brandon Mateo, he's got the shirt to match it there in the driver profile picture. Brandon, I appreciate you uploading your driver profile picture to the SDK gaming databases. It gives me just a... See, I'm burning off seconds here just talking about it. So Brandon, I appreciate that, and we see you doing some real-life racing there on the side. It looks like, that looks like a fire suit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sean Roberts here sitting P8. Do we have any new viewers in chat? Nick Meyer couldn't make it out this weekend on vacation. Good stream. Hey, Nick, I appreciate you, man. And I also, it's vacation for you. You don't need to be tuning in here on your off week, but from the depths of my heart, I can't thank you enough. Sean Roberts sitting P8, I believe in AM, so this would be P3, and then Lee West, also in AM. P4 would be in that category. Oh my God. Okay, well this just scared the crap out of me. I thought the Sean and Tater curse just hit. We're gonna end up racking and stacking these drivers back up. I love this. This little Apex Motor Club-esque here in the iRacing universe. Yes! Okay, this is excellent because it gets every driver that is not quit on us yet. No, I'm just kidding there. That was mean. That was so mean, I'm sorry. Who has not pulled their car into the garage for mechanical reasons. See, there you go. You gotta save yourself. Gotta be on the money here tonight. But we're gonna, little virtual yellow flag. I know Dan actually talked about doing this earlier in the week. It'll be single file restart as we head just to complete. Over halfway to go, and this would be a great time to talk about this. Me and a few buddies, SSN has been so far just a virtual thing here in iRacing, but with my prior experience with Flow Racing and also every little bit I have gained here in the iRacing universe on producing, directing, and commentating, we're looking at expanding SSN, going real life, covering real life racing. I've already reached out to a few local tracks, a dirt track, got Terrace Hill Raceway over there in San Marcos, Texas. No point in reaching out to Circuit of the Americas. I mean, come on. But there's one more I'm missing there. Oh, K1 Speed, I reached out to their local track as well. But I bring this up here. If any of you have any sort of real-life racing ties, please let me know, as well as possibly getting... even if it's as small as just getting an SSN logo there on your real-life racing car, I'm looking to expand this into real-life racing, and perfectly timed wrapping it up. Green flag is out. We're going to try this one more time here from Virginia International Raceway. Alexander going to lead us here into turn one. Sam Bentley looking down the outside. No orange flag this time into turn one. 2x2s lock up City out of the purple Michael Zugmont machine. He has two purple people eaters looking down the inside. It's now going to be the outside, the switchback, heading into 3, 4, and 5. Starting to already look single file. Alexander continuing to pull the lead away. This is Kylan Bruce, Travis Farmer, as well as Samuel Cruz right in front of Kylan. Starting to go at it here for 4th, 5th, and 6th on track. Samuel Bentley starting to close that gap. Scratch that. This Michael Zugmont starting to close the gap now down and through the S's. This is... we'll hop on board with Michael here because this is fighting to the max. Oh my God, look at the hands going to work. Matter of fact, the downshifts, the gearbox going to love, going from 5th gear right now to 1st in just a split second. Michael right on the back bumper of Sam, heading on our long back straightaway. Straight away, my God, here at Virginia International Raceway. Alexander, Sam, Michael, the other Sam. This one, Samuel Cruz, the black Midnight Racing, Fendi Racing LMP2 machine. It continues to run P4. Sean Roberts going off track. What's transpired here with Sean Roberts is Brandon Mateo has also had an incident. Here is a replay brought to you by SSN. It's going into one of our faster turns of the track. It's a left-hander going to switch right back to the right. That Nassau 333 has nowhere to go for Sean Roberts. Right into the side of Brandon Mateo. Let's hop on board with Brandon. See how this happened. Heading into who just mentioned it there, the fastest really turn of this track and just locks them up. Both these drivers having nowhere to go, and I don't think these are instant repairs. I think you have to come into the pits and get a fast repair on these LMP2 machines here tonight. Sean Roberts not going to opt for coming down pit road, though. He is going to be in a great battle here between Brandon Mateo, as we're not missing anything out front. Alexander, Sam Bentley. Well, now Samuel Cruz works his way back up to P3. We're going to take a look and see how that happened for Samuel Cruz as we were taking a look at some replays there. This is a pass on Michael Zugmont, hopping on board with Samuel. And Michael, does he dive down the pits? He does. So I guess, okay, Dan's smarter than a fifth grader here tonight, because I would have forgot to close the pits down that virtual yellow flag. So if Michael just didn't have enough fuel there, he ended up having to come down into pit road. Unless it's just serving a penalty, we will have to see what transpires there. As, well, no, it definitely is going to be fuel related. I should have just, man, I need some self-confidence every once in a while, I guess, because now Travis Farmer, that number 09, he was sitting at second place in AM, going to head down into the pits. And remember, he was leading in the AM category earlier on, unfortunately lost it to Kylan Bruce, but with that virtual safety car. Oh, Travis left on the tires. No. Okay, unless this is just a strategy call, there's no way, because I think it would have been so much quicker just to leave only fuel and no tires. Yes, that's a new website you can subscribe to, onlyfuels.com. See, I'm trying here. That was, I really do think the old Travie Patty there left the tires accidentally clicked, and well, that's going to end up just losing the AM lead, or what would have possibly been the AM lead. Here comes Samuel Cruz around Sam Bentley. Sam on Sam action here. Now he's going to, that's Bentley getting right back into the back slipstream of Cruz, as a little bit of flashy lights going on for Bentley. Possibly not liking what he's seen, or just trying to distract Cruz here just a little bit more. This is into one of our tighter sections of the track. Heading back down the hill, we'll complete lap 15, coming to 16 this time by. We are almost halfway there, and man, I missed the last Crank It Up, so I'm going to treat you to it here. Got 2 more Crank It Ups to go if we are still playing by the game of fourths. I will be right back up here in the booth. Enjoy the sight and sounds of the racetrack. But before we do, oh, Dan Fendick, here we go, making his way back out on the racetrack. We'll hop on board with him as, well, okay, this was an awful time for it. I'll save that Crank It Up, because now the strategy is starting to transpire here. Kyle and Bruce making their way into the pits, the driver of the 54. Here comes Brandon Mateo. Mentioned it there earlier in the race. Not enough fuel to make it in these cars, and I really do applaud Dan there, because once again I would have completely forgot to close off pit road there in the virtual safety car. And is this possibly a driver that has just forgotten, or is the track surface just that abrasive here that we need to take tires? Oh, Samuel Cruz going to run wide. As I was just checking YouTube chat there, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think that there was contact. I think it was just a lockup out of Samuel Cruz. Matter of fact, we can see what he saw. We'll take a look at that driver eye cam as right before he goes off track. Yeah, definitely no other car involved here. Just a little bit too deep, asking too much of the car, able to get it right back on, but going to deposit all sorts of gravel on the racing circuit right there behind him. Alexander, my goodness, already out to another 6.5 second gap. Sam Bentley, Samuel Cruz still working 2-3, and now I will give you that much needed Crank It Up here, brought to you by Stam Studio Network as well as RaceToStopSuicide.com. Alrighty, crank it back down. Sean, stand back up here in the booth. And real quick, just going to mention this once again for anybody that has skipped over the yellow flag portion during the replay of this broadcast when it gets uploaded to SSN. Looking at taking things real life here on Sam Studio Network with my experience here directing, producing, commentating everything behind the scenes. Also, my work there on Flow Racing. I think it is time to go take some broadcasts to some local tracks. So if those of you that do know or have any sort of ties within some Texas tracks, or really southern Texas tracks would be even more preferable, or not, fly me out there. If you have a league race happening at a local track of your own, I got the crew to make it happen. I got the cameras to make it work. And I mean, it wouldn't be too far off which we have been seeing here on Sam Studio Network for iRacing. Now these top drivers, Alexander, Sam Bentley, Samuel Cruz, all pitting during that last crank it up. And you best believe I will. It's not going to show up on that graphic until next time by, so until we pass the start-finish line, we will be able to see just how much time each driver had spit and pit lane, and whether who got on and off pit road just a little bit better than their counterparts. Alexander, well, I can tell you right now, he probably got off just a little bit better, because now 7.5 second gap. What was 6.5, and now it's pushing 8 seconds. So definitely what you are wanting to see if you are a fan of the 73 here, as Sean Roberts will cycle out to the lead, but will definitely have to still make one more pit stop this race. Just 8 minutes to go left here from VIR. Sean Roberts not opting to pit this time, so should be next time. If it's not, well, that's going to make me look real good up here in the booth, like I know what I'm talking about. Another good battle here on track. Here's Kylan Bruce and Michael Zugmott. I was wondering, man, Michael entering a time machine on the timing and scorings. Is he, groundskeeper Willie's going to love that. And now, entering the pit lane with a slowdown. That could possibly warrant a black flag for the driver of the 911. Let's see how it's happened for him. Instantly disconnects. No, Michael, boo. Oh, man. Okay. Well, there could be a different story transpire here. Let's see. Another lockup into that same section we've seen one too many times, and just Michael, he gets sorted here pretty quickly. Look at, just not happy with himself. Not happy at all. Sawing on the wheel. I don't know. Maybe he's just sawing to keep it straight, but depositing gravel on the racetrack, and then right into the pit entrance he goes at, almost Mach 2, able to slow it back down. Oh, there's Barney. Hello. Or one of the stewards here. He's just, oh man, a T-pose would be a little bit better than just, okay. All right, well, I know why it's doing that. Michael is now out of the race. I was like, I can't get a camera switch here. Sean Roberts continuing to lead our race. And he's, if I just mentioned it there a lap or two ago, if he continues to stay out here, it's going to make me look like I really know what I am talking about. And we'll call this next time by, because, I mean, Sean, he did pit here on, you see there, lap 18. But so did Alexander, Sam Bentley, Samuel Cruz, Kylan Bruce, Travis Farmer. Everybody else has now pit 2 times in the race. The only driver who hasn't, Sean Roberts. Has he saved enough fuel, or do we have a gambling man on our hands here tonight? Less fuel in the car right now to lug around the track for Sean Roberts, and right now showing faster than Alexander. But Alexander, he's going to close the gap this sector. It's visually closer. There it is, okay, come on. What, the graphics and scoring, they're just not on the same level with me here tonight, but hey, I think anybody can watching right now can contest that gap visually did get closer that time by. There it is. I mean, come on, I'm talking about it here, boys. Now you show it to me. This is Alexander, who got right on the back bumper of Sean Roberts. Sean, he's trying to fight for the race lead, But he's still got one more pit stop, I do think. And the pit stop entry is just coming up here after 2 more turns. Sean whipping to the inside. He gives the point by to Alexander. No contest for the race lead. A slight front right lock up there out of Alexander's Michelin LMP2 tire, but able to keep things moving and grooving. Now a 9-second gap, and Deshaun come this time by. Thank goodness. I finally know what I'm talking about here. Pit speed limiter on for that driver of the 333. It'll be interesting to see where Sean cycles out to, but I think he definitely wanted to make that stop before the virtual safety car, but this could be a little game of its own here. Kylan Bruce, well, let's bring up that pit strategy one more time because, okay, looking at Kylan and Travis Farmer, got to remember, Travis, he pit just 5 laps ago, I do believe, and then Sean Roberts pitting this lap, so that will just update as he crosses the start-finish line. Travis Farmer, he's on the same strategy there, but that's here we go. This is a better call for it. The pit stop time. Okay, Travis Farmer. His pit stop time was a 48.7, taking all 4 tires. Bruce was a 38.3, and that's where that gap that you see on the racetrack right now. Math is definitely not my strong suit, not my major at all, but I try to do my best to understand some race strategy. Come on, it can't be that hard, right? Well, the longer the race, the harder it gets for not only the driver, the crew chief, the teammates, everybody involved. But here in the iRacing universe, it pretty much falls just on the driver, unless you do have a dedicated crew chief or software for it. I know there's one software literally called Crew Chief, and it does just that. But we should have just 2 laps to go here for the Evaz Designs Fendi Racing number 73 of Alexander Hjaller. Man, out of Scandinavia, he is just showing us he has what it takes to make this work here. It's going to be interesting to see him tomorrow. The same track in the GT3 Pro-Am race. Obviously will be another pro in that category, nothing changing those entries there. But we're also going to see some newer drivers in that GT3 race, some newer paint schemes, some newer Stam Studio Network entries, and that's where I'm once again going to loop back around to real life. Any of you with some real life connections or run some real life racing of your own, let me know what is it going to take to get some Stam Studio Network logos on the side of your real life racing machine, or you know, call us out there and we'll broadcast your race for you. Got the crew to do it, the camera work, the drone work. It all makes the dream work here on Stam Studio Network. Appreciate everybody joining in for this 40-minute long International Pro-Am race series brought to you by Stam Studio Network as well as racetostopsuicide.com. Got the 73 Alexander should be coming to, if not the white flag this lap, definitely will be next time by, and he's got a 11-second gap over there on Sam Bentley. My goodness gracious. Speaking of Sam Bentley, he's going to make his way around turn number 17 here. Head towards the start-finish straightaway for what looks to be the final time tonight here. Samuel Cruz, P3. I don't think he's going to be close enough, but he's got 2 seconds to work with. Kylan Bruce still, man, 23-second gap over Travis Farmer. Both newer names here with the IRPAS series. I'm liking what I'm seeing is that both drivers are able to keep it on track, just not what Travis's call there, or it was his call, just not what he was wanting from these 4 fresh Michelin racing tires. Heading down in turn 1 for the final time here tonight. Brandon Mateo follows Travis Farmer here, just now passing the pit entry, coming to the start-finish line. Just 1 more to go. Alexander heading it down at that final straightaway. through the DRS section. No DRS, obviously, on these LMP2 machines, but, I mean, you might want to take Alexander here into R&D after the race, possibly search for some DRS action because, I mean, the pace that we have seen Alexander, even after the virtual safety car deployed, it's been, for lack of better words, it's been quite special to watch. Alexander should be making it official this time by as he heads out of turn number 17. Gonna give us some weaving down the start-finish straightaway, some flashing of the headlights. Congratulations, Alexander. You have taken away one race 2 here in LMP2. Sam Bentley here, he comes and makes his way, makes it official down to make P2 on the race. Number 37, 11.9 second gap underneath Alexander, making that all official there. There comes Samuel Cruz, making P3 official in the pro category. Winner of AM. Yes, give us a flash of the headlights, why don't you? Maybe even one more. Kylan Bruce, the driver of the 54, gained 4 spots on the start of the race, coming away with AM win. Travis Farmer P2 in AM. Brandon Mateo 6th overall, looking like 4th in pro. Lee West coming back and getting 3rd in AM. Sean Roberts 8th. Michael Zugmont 9th. Dan Fendick 10th. And Liam Bracco 11th. Be sure to stick around here on STAM Studio Network. We're going to bring you top 3. Well, it'll be Alexander, Sam Bentley, Samuel Cruz there in pro. And then, of course, we'll bring you the, well, yeah, that's top 3 in each class. Kylan, Travis, and Lee West. Drivers, if you're listening, be sure you make your way to that driver interview booth so we can hear from you and who makes it happen for you. While these race results continue to tick in here, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsor, and I'll be right back with you on STAM Studio Network. Alrighty, welcome back here to STAM Studio Network. Stick with us, and I'm still working on these driver interviews, so take a nice old look 360 at VIR here, brought to you by Google Earth.
You said the B.
Yeah. Alrighty, welcome back here to STAM Studio Network, where our drivers will start to funnel their way into the BS chat. I see what Dan had going on here. Take a look at this. We're going to have to back this up, but I think Dan had a little something special planned for the end of this race. Oh, is he out of gas? Come on, Dan. Okay, well, I know some drivers were able to make this happen here. Come on, stick with us here for a second. This is the white flag. Here we go. Alexander burning it down. Hang on, I'm trying to find that that special moment here for the fans and drivers once again trickle into the broadcast booth here. Let's try Travis Farmer. Okay, well here we here we go. All right, we're gonna back this puppy up and let's take a look, see what happened to Travis Farmer here at the end of this thing. All right, so this is after the checkered flag, so don't report anybody that you see here. But this. Well, I guess we'll watch Travis because he's making the best of it here. Mach 2. Woohoo, boy! Head off the racing circuit through all of these drivers. Oh, Sean Roberts involved in it as well as he goes. Oh, he's right side up. Let's take one more look at it here, and we'll slow it down this time for Sean Roberts. Take a look, taking out the cones as well. Oh, okay, there we go. Welcome in, drivers, to the broadcast booth. Sorry, that was a little too much fun there at the jump. Alexander, you got yourself a copy, man.
Yep, I did.
Oh my gosh! So even after a virtual safety car, you came away with a 11-second gap though over Sam Bentley. Walk us through it, man.
I don't really know if there's so much to say. This is just my car, so I can't be beaten, basically.
Well, man, how specifically do you just have that much more track time experience, or you just trust the car that much more? What's it come down to?
Maybe braking, and I definitely like downforce cars better than like cars that rely more on like mechanical grip and stuff like that. So that's what I've been used to, and yeah, suits my driving style a lot. So yeah, probably one of the best cars on the service, in my opinion.
Dude, I'm right there with you as far as road course racing goes. This is definitely my car to drive. One too many endurance races myself there with it. Man, Alex, who makes it happen for you tonight?
Thank you. Was there a question?
Yeah, sorry there, Alex. I was wondering, is there anybody who you'd like to shout out, or is there anybody who makes this all, sort of come together and happen for you tonight?
I'll shout out my dog.
The doggy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she deserves all the praise. So.
She's probably waiting for some pets for you now. So I'll let you get going, Alex. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sam Bentley, V2 of Pro category. You got yourself a copy.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, okay. Well, what's battling here tonight before and after the that virtual safety car had come out? Man, walk us through your race.
Yeah, it was just from practice that I knew Alex would be a lot faster. I've raced with him, and the LMP2 is just naturally quicker. So I thought maybe it would be out of reach. I was just trying to keep Michael behind. The whole race, it never really got more than 2-second gap, and I was completely pushing and sweating it the whole time.
Golly, Michael was fast. I bet you are sweating there. I like the old paint scheme on your LMP2, Sam. Is there anybody who you'd like to shout out here tonight?
Just all the practicing I do with Sam Cruz and Shane, who didn't turn up today.
Oh man, I was wondering that. There was quite a few drivers. There must be something we're not invited to or something, because there was quite a few drivers missing here tonight. Thank you, Sam Bentley, and congrats again on your P2 finish, man.
Thank you.
All right, cutting it to Samuel Cruz now. Samuel Cruz, you got a copy?
I got a copy.
All righty, man. 2 Sams back to back is looking. We're watching all you hit the jump here after the race right now. But going back to the actual race, man, what battling that we saw, you gained a spot on your starting position. Kind of walk us through your race.
Oh man, just like Bentley said, I knew Alexander was probably going to be a little too quick for us, so I was just focused on trying to stay with Bentley and Michael. And I don't know if you caught it in the broadcast, I'm so mad. I had Bentley possibly during that pit stop, and I overshot my box. I think I might have got up before him, but I had to reverse back into it.
I brought up the pit stop timings at one point, and I referenced one driver that was significantly slower than the other. But man, honestly, I didn't see that, and man, if you wouldn't have said that, dang. But okay, you're still gonna come over with P3 though at the end though.
Yeah, I'm satisfied, but I definitely could have fought Bentley a little more for P2 though.
Man, it's gonna be a great season here in the points. It's gonna get, I think, I have a feeling down to the wire. Congrats again on your podium finish here tonight, Samuel Cruz.
Appreciate it, Sean.
Oh, but real quick before we go to AM winner, Sam, is there anybody who you'd like to thank tonight?
Shout out to everyone in Fendi 283, and shout out to my mom, because she got mad that I didn't shout her out last time.
Oh, well, I just saved myself from Miss Cruz because, oh man, that shout out came at the last second there. So thank you, Sam, once again. Kyle and Bruce, winner in AM. Do you have yourself a copy? Oh, I don't even think. Okay. Oh, I heard a mic rustle there. Okay. For the moment, we'll cut to Travis Farmer because I do know that he is a working mic. If he's in here, that is to be determined. Travis, you have a Travis, do you have a farmer? That's what I meant to say there. A copy. What? No Travis?
I don't think any of the
No,
AMs are here.
boo. Okay, well, good call there. Thank you, Alex, for saving me one more spot.
No
Congrats
problem.
to you all once again. Dan, if you're listening here live, if there's anything that you'd like to come up and say, feel free. If not, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you joining in, racing with us here tonight as we have body parts flying off these LMP2s.
All right, keep sitting your curtain now. Stand your own curtain. You got a copy?
Alrighty, so until next time here on Stam Studio Network, my name is Sean Stam. I'll be right here with you. GT3 action, same track, Pro versus Am here tomorrow night. Have a great rest of your night. Drive safe and take care.